Hi Aquarius, welcome to your timeless general reading. Today I have the Flow Tarot for you. So we'll see what messages there are for Aquarius. Alright. Quite a few came out, but let's see. Is there anything else? Okay, I think that's it. Wait. Okay, now that's it. That's probably just a change at the bottom. Oh, nice. So first you got the Moon, the gentle guide. Huh, interesting. Then Two of Snow, the Path. And that's Swords energy there. So it's giving me a bit of a crossroads. And then the gentle guide. Then Ace of Clouds, overflowing. Clouds are, what are clouds again? Ace of Snow, crystalline moment. Oh, that's really pretty. Crystallizing moment. So that's Ace of Swords energy. Talk about gentle guides. Clouds energy. Pawns is Earth or Pentacles. Nine of Clouds. After the storm. This is very nice. We've been having a lot of, it's warm and we keep getting rain, and then there's rainbows, so that's pretty nice. Okay, King of Pawns. Let me see. Maybe this is Snow, Clouds, Pawns. What is the other one? Waves. Waves is okay. So Clouds is Ace of Cups. I like that. But that makes me think with Two of Snow, Two Swords energy, then if there's clouds and snow, cups and swords, then it's about following your heart or your mind. But they're both aces. So I'm guessing it's a bit, you're struggling with this less than you have before, balancing the heart and mind. And then the gentle guide. This Moon. Yeah, the balance. I guess the Moon can represent the two sides, the light and dark coming together, or the two sides of you coming together. So something that you've been maybe struggling with, because it's after the storm. Nine of Cups. Something you've been struggling with, you're not struggling with. It's like as soon as you decided to let go of the situation or not try to have a very black and white approach to it, or maybe once you finally had the sort of falling out, or if you're anticipating a conflict or a rough outcome, once you got that over with, now you're feeling like you... So what message was I getting? So I'm kind of slightly being towered right now. And I was trying to de-stress and meditate. And what was I getting? The fact that I'm trying to over-control the situation is not helping. Not, obviously you have work to do and things you have to do. But trying to control every little detail or every little aspect of a situation actually is not helpful. You're not allowing anything to come in or anything to be done for you. And I got that message in my own readings. Ugh. King of Pawns, interconnected. Maybe there's a sort of situation and whatever you're dealing with, like if you do too much on one side, you're not allowing another aspect, whether it be another person in your life or a guide or a system, to do what they can do best if you're also trying to control that thing. What's a good example? So like, say you're doing a project, so you have to create a website, and you have a team, and this team was chosen because they have their own individual strengths, and maybe you're really great at code, but you're not as good at like the actual design part, the graphics part, and you're focusing so much effort trying to manage everything. Even if you are the manager of that project, like you are the manager of your own life, maybe you're kind of getting in the way of the graphics person doing their thing. Like, you interfering in their job is not allowing them to do their job, which they're strong at, and you're actually working harder to try and do something that you're not that naturally accustomed to. And maybe the writer is in this too, and it's like, if you're trying to overly control and manage every part of everything, rather than just letting it kind of like leaving it up, like this ace energy is giving me like leaving it up to the people who have, or whatever forces are best at this thing, you're leaving it up to it, versus trying to, like, you think if you were in this Two of Snow energy, trying to be very logical about a situation when it's not really what you needed to do, it's kind of like you're not letting the ace energy do its thing. And in fact, with this Nine of Clouds, maybe that could be your actual strength here, is understanding what you truly want emotionally versus logically working out how you'll do it. So it could be actually, in this case, switch. You're more the graphics person, and you feel like oh gosh, this is too specific. Like, if you're building a website, maybe you felt like your skills in graphic design were not as valuable as the person coding, so you've worked too hard to stretch yourself to learn coding so you can seem more well-rounded and useful, when in fact, like, your skills in the graphics department are good enough. They're more than pulling your weight in a situation. Interesting. Let's see, did I underneath that? Well, this is here, like the Hierophant, the Channel, the Lovers, the Enduring Union, and then the Fool, a single drop. So whatever this situation is, I feel like there's like this huge lesson in inner cooperation, this interconnectedness, like how you fill your role, and this maybe trying to overly control all parts or contribute to all parts, and maybe stretching yourself more than you should, is not allowing you to take your proper place in the universe, period. But also it comes down to the micro level, the macro level. It's like you're not allowing yourself to go with your strengths. Instead, you're feeling like you must be all things at once, or you're overplaying your own weaknesses, that's what it's seeming like. So, but when you, through inadequacy, try to do more than you should in a situation, you're actually not allowing people to show their strengths. You're not allowing them to take their place in the universe. What you feel is like you doing more to either compensate or not be a burden to others is actually making them more of a burden. Okay, maybe that's not the right way to put it, but I think I do remember saying this one time, when people get concerned, when they kind of open up and share with their friends about their problems, and I'm not talking about people that like are very draining and they like problem dump on you. Like you're afraid to like tell your friend that you're going through a bad time or you need advice because you feel like you're burdened. But actually people like helping other people too. If they're truly your friend, I think it is people feel good when they can help other people if they're good people. And even when they're not good people like that ego boost. So trying to overly control a situation, play all sides, play all the instruments, when really, if you're good at guitar, you should just play guitar. That's what this kind of seems like. And part of this is you learning this lesson, and maybe you haven't quite applied it to a current situation that you need to apply it to. So I think that's the advice coming through in this reading. You've learned a big lesson, and playing to your strengths, not trying to do things that are kind of beyond your skill level or expertise, letting the people that are good at that thing do it. And it's a lesson you may have learned somewhere else, but you need to apply it in somewhere else in your life right now, because there was like a much bigger lesson about your role in the universe. And perhaps maybe if you worked hard to get better in certain areas, to make yourself that you can like let that go and go do what you're good at. Like if now that you accepted that you're a much better graphic designer, you can let go of trying to code or being a coder or whatever you were doing. Like, stop wasting your brain energy on that and embrace more of your creative talents, or just whatever this is. Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's a straightforward message too. The first card that flew out, because I got the animal spirit, wild unknown animal spirit. So there's the scorpion. So part of your talent might be putting people in their place. Whoops, it fell. Because that's what the scorpion's about. So this situation could have put you maybe in a more irritable mood. I don't know. And then the lizard. So the lizard is about psychic abilities and blending in and things like that. So I'm getting that like you've kind of mastered this, and you don't have to be this all the time. You've learned to read people, you've learned to read situations, and you know for safety how you can not stick out or be too, what is it? I don't know. I lost the word. Forget it. But either way, you don't always have to do that. And then the sea serpent is sacral chakra energy. So this is about creativity and divine feminine. So I think you are being embraced or encouraged to embrace that more creative side of yourself. And also maybe catering to your feelings a bit more with this Nine of Clouds. Yeah. Like going after your emotional wishes and what makes your heart full. Oh, what was at the bottom? Let's see. Oh, wolf spirit. Yeah, this might be about being afraid of going against the pack, your values. Just learn when those values, if you're adhering too much to these values and like group mentality, but the Scorpion keeps coming out, then maybe you also need to cool off on that a bit. Make sure you're not slipping into people pleasing. So that's all I have for you, Aquarius. Thanks.